Hello and welcome to today's trip report. Today we will be travelling to Christchurch on board Air New Zealand flight 5355.
Giờ càng bằng xuống có miền Bắc vàng gạt cục thình mũi hay là nữa nếu không
Meals in the lounge are, well, more of a morning tea thing as the hot breakfast has finished. My choice, I got an egg and cheese sandwich and a cheesecake brownie. I gained entry into the lounge using my Star Alliance Silver status as well as the use of my Koru membership.
I'm working the 660.
My ride to Christchurch today is an ATR 72-600 just like this one, registered ZK-MVJ. It was delivered brand new to Air New Zealand Link, or rather Mount Cook Airlines, in 2016, and when Air New Zealand bought and closed Mount Cook Airlines in 2019, it was transferred to them. Well, welcome on board this Air New Zealand ATR 72.
Christchurch. My name is Lasara, and with Nettie we would like to welcome you on board. Your hand luggage should be placed in the overhead locker or underneath the seat in front of you, well clear of your feet. And First Officer Harry Kennedy. They will update us shortly with the weather details and our arrival time. The New Zealand Government and Air New Zealand do require you to wear a face covering when travelling with us today. If you do need a new mask, please let one of the cabin crew know. In the meantime, if there is anything that we can assist you with, do not hesitate to ask. It is great to have you on board.
Standard Christchurch summer's day, easterly and cloudy. Temperature, I think last we looked, was about 16 degrees. Reasonably nice en route though, big, fat, high, just sitting over everything. Just keeps it nice and still for us, so that's good. Should be quite smooth as we head off down south. I'll get back to you with an update of the ETA and the conditions once we're establishing the cruise. In the meantime, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight.
Lightweight handheld electronic devices may be used at any time. These devices must now be switched to flight mode. You're welcome to use Bluetooth. After selecting flight mode, turn Bluetooth on. These devices do have to be secured in your hand, clothing or seat pocket. Please store any larger devices, including all laptops, in the overhead locker or in a bag underneath the seat in front of you. While we do have your attention, we're about to run through our safety briefing. Even if you do fly with us often, we'd appreciate your careful attention. And if you are using headphones, you must remove these for the safety briefing. Civil aviation rules require you to comply with all of the safety notices and signs on this air. Read it to become familiar with our safety procedures. And just one final reminder, all transmitting devices must now be switched to flight mode. And we do thank you for your attention. We wish an enjoyable flight with us through to Christchurch.
takeoff today will be on runway 16 from Wellington Domestic Airport.
Has been left on. For your continued safety, please remain seated from moving around the cabin and using the bathroom at this time. We recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight in case we encounter any unexpected turbulence. It is now safe to use large approved electronic devices, including laptops, that remain in flight mode and are within easy reach. And there is a call bell on the panel above you if you do require any assistance throughout the flight. Very shortly we'll be through the cabin to serve mineral water, followed by your choice of tea or coffee. And we now invite you to sit back, relax and enjoy this short flight south with us.
On this short flight, and the same with most Air New Zealand turboprops, Air New Zealand offer a glass of water. There is no snack service as it is such a short flight and there is limited space for catering. This aircraft does not have overhead screens nor personal in-flight entertainment systems, so there is no in-flight quiz. Of course, you always have the windows as your in-flight entertainment. As for a quick overview of the seat, it's pretty much the standard seat that you'd see on all ATR aircraft, be that the 42 or 72, featuring the, well, very small tray table and a seat pocket containing the ATR 72 safety card. And a key or a magazine. There is also a small seat pocket and miniature recline, as well as two huge windows on this ATR 72. Above your head is a seatbelt sign with mood lighting, individual reading light, call bell, and of course overhead bins. Well, I stand corrected. It turns out that Air New Zealand also offer tea and coffee, as well as a cookie time classic ginger nut. There are no savoury options, just the biscuit. The ATRs feature a rather generous legroom. However, as for width, well, it's a bit of a squeeze. As well as that, there is a small recline. Our route today is from Wellington to Christchurch, the largest city in the South Island, Our flight time today averages at 1 hour and 5 minutes with 302 kilometres. Air New Zealand have got a wide variety of ATRs which they are using to replace their existing Dash 600s. The Air New Zealand fleet goes from the 777-300ER all the way down to the Q300, with the average seat age at 7.8 years.
Minutes to 2. The weather down there, still much the same, just a blob of cloud hanging over Christchurch and south. Everywhere else around it's pretty clear. Temperature 19 degrees and just an easterly breeze about 25 kilometres an hour. Should be reasonably smooth just up to the last couple of minutes of the flight, and that easterly will start to kick in a wee bit. Other than that, should be too bad, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Needs to be restowed underneath the seat in front of you. This includes your large electronic devices such as laptops and lightweight handheld electronic devices may continue to be used or secured in your hand, clothing or seat pocket. Please also ensure that your window chain is open, seat back upright, your armrests are lowered, tray table is folded away and your seat belt is securely fastened. And the bathroom is no longer available, thank you.
As per normal on Air New Zealand flights, landing lollies are provided to help with the cabin pressure as we land.
haere mai, welcome to Christchurch. Please keep your seatbelts fastened a moment longer until the captain has switched off the seatbelt sign and we have arrived at the gate. And do be careful when opening the overhead lockers, as items could have moved and could fall out. It is now safe for transmitting functions on your electronic devices to be switched on. These devices mustn't be used when crossing the tarmac. Please also ensure you follow the clearly marked pathway into the terminal building. And do take extra care using our stairs or ramp. If you do need any assistance, please ask. It's been our pleasure bringing you down to Christchurch today. On behalf of our entire crew, thank you for flying with Air New Zealand, and from all the team, we look forward to seeing you again. We hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Ron Skitten speaking from Flight Deck. Just a wee moment before we move on to the gate here. It's an airplane on our gate, and we're just waiting for them to go away. Once they've moved off, we'll go onto the gate, and then we'll take the seatbelt signs off. But until then, stay in your seats, we seatbelts fastened. Thanks.
Well, thanks for watching this quick report from Wellington to Christchurch, and we'll see you next time.